Hello, welcome back. This is our introduction to RP mobile prototyping course. Um, this next lesson, we're going to be looking at prototyping an hamburger menu. Last time, what we did, we just did the um, the menu. We just had a footer of the page for easy reach and easy access to the for the user. And I think what we could do again is to have an option for an hamburger menu, and you will see sometimes you have this menu option here, and when the user press the menu option, the menu slides out, and when you click any area, the menu slides back in, which I think it will be handy as well. So apart from this that we've done, what I'll just do is I'll duplicate this home page or this home screen, and I will just remove this menu here, so we don't need this menu here. What we're going to do is to now create our own hamburger menu. So I'm just gonna have this menu here, same thing here, and that's actually what we're going to need, and the rest will just be maybe if we need any type of design, we can just maybe have this could be our app name. So we could have my actual app here, which is the app name, and we can change that to Roboto. Actually, I can select everything so that everything becomes that font, and we can now let's just reduce this a bit and say 15, align center, align middle, and we group this together. So we have this like the main stuff, and we can just make different types of designs. I just make this look a bit lighter and remove the border, and I can send the main to back, send this to back, and bring this to front, and we can send this to back as well. So we have this. So I can remove the border of this one because we don't need the border as well, and we don't need the border in this as well too. So this text could be white as well so that it shows properly. So as you can see, we can align this middle, and we can align this, so we can group this, for example, and we can align this to align middle. So we have 300, we have here, we can make this 300 as well, so it's aligned properly, aligned middle. So now what we would do is to just have here this menu one, the options of the menu that we want, we can just like separate them with horizontal lines. So I'm just gonna say, for example, we can say this menu one, and I will convert this to Roboto, make this 14, give this a little bit of padding, and I can get an horizontal line. We can make this horizontal line a bit lighter, and we can just make it like this. So we have here align center, and we can just duplicate this maybe 4 times if we want, and we have this menu here, and we can distribute align center as well. We group this, so we are confident that everything is sorted properly. So once we've done that, we just need to highlight everything here, we group this together, and we can maybe give it a group name as well, which is, let's say we just say menu. Once we say menu, we can hide this, like in the previous lesson, we may and we may not have to convert this to dynamic panel. It depends on our requirements. But for now, we're going to keep it simple. So we will now have our hamburger menu. Now, Action 8 comes with predefined Fort Awesome icons. So we will look at one that is similar to be used for an hamburger menu, which I think should be this one. So I'll just reduce this a bit and change the color to white. Now what we're going to do, we're going to add interaction here to show this menu and slide it out and bring it back in. So we're going to add this and say show, and then we're going to say the menu group, which is this menu. We're going to bring it to front. We're going to add our light box, and we're going to say slide right. So it's going to slide right, and we say OK. That's actually what we need, and what we need to do is to slide back when we'll click any area outside of the menu. So I'm just going to grab this, copy this, and I'll paste it on the header section. Then I'll change this to hide, and automatically you see that this slide change to left, which is something Action 7 does not really do, but in Action 8 it does it automatically for you. And we say OK. Then I can just copy it and paste it on the main body as well, which is here. So what I need to do is to change the location, the x-axis, and I can just bring it up if it's necessary, or it's not necessary, I can just send it back. So what we need to do is to preview what we've done now, and we can preview again, go to home screen. If we click here, we will see this menu shows, and if we click any area, it goes back. Click any area, it goes back. What we did not really do is, instead of us using a light box, we might just have to do something. So if we look at the menu group, for example, we can bring it back. So this area, we're going to do a little bit of trick. The trick is to make this look transparent, so that we can click that session, hide it, and we can, let's give this a name and say close menu. So once we have this, we can make this color a little bit, we can make it transparent instead of having it there. We can make it transparent. So actually we're going to have it this color, but we're going to make it transparent a bit. Yeah. So once the user clicks on this, then the icon is going to hide. So we don't necessarily have to have this. We can just remove this and then paste it here, and we can remove this as well. We don't need to paste it again because we've already pasted it there. So we will say hide menu, and also we are going to hide we're going to hide the close menu as well. We're not going to have anything, just going to say none for that. So actually I can just yeah, so we have that. Then what we just gonna do is slide right, and once we say slide right, then we're going to show close menu as well and bring that to front. We're not going to do any fading here. We're just going to say show this. And that is it actually. So we just refresh our page. and we will see this. If we click this, it goes back. If we see this, it goes back. But what we need to do on page load, we don't need to show this, so we need another interaction to add here. Or actually we can just hide this as well, because we are not showing it. We just hide this. So we have on page load, we don't really need anything, so we just remove that, and we can just do this. This shows, do this shows, do this shows. And what we could do, probably, we could not, we could probably make it to show at the same time. So instead of having this menu here, actually let me send this to back and bring this to front. So instead of having this group menu here, we can, instead of having this, we can remove this and just make it show immediately. So we could just say show close menu as well, so everything kind of show at the same time, so it doesn't look different. So we preview our page now, we see it, and we can close this menu. We see that, we can close this menu. We see that, we can close this menu. So that's another way of doing the menu. The other simpler way is to just place your menu below, and we can, we can design what we need to design here. So once the user press on any of these buttons here or any of this menu item, they'll go to different pages. So home page, chat page, profile, and settings. At the moment for this tutorial, we only going to do something, a design bit about profile, and also a design and interaction bit about settings. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and this lesson, and I'll see you in the next. Bye for now.